Hey guys, welcome back to the Motion Raceworks YouTube channel. Today we have a very special thing for you. We are bringing back El Toro. If you haven't seen El Toro videos, this is a Fox body Mustang that was sitting out rotting behind our shop. We bought it on a cart. It was a $400 car, and we built it in 8 days. Some say 9, but we actually did finish it and start it in 8 days, from nothing to completely running and done. And then we went down to Florida, and our goal was originally to go 8 seconds in 8 days, but our first outing out, we only got to go 9:03. I think 9:03, 9:05. Well, after that, we did the Christmas tree race with Cletus in December, and it went 870, I believe. But now it's time to go faster. Rocky Mountain Race Week is right around the corner, and I'm in full swing getting cars ready for it. The Blue Mule is going to make a comeback. My buddy Brad Nagel has been working on it all week, sorting out some bugs, and then we're going to take it to DBR High Performance to get tuned. El Toro needs to run also. We have a very special guest that's going to be driving it in race week. If everything goes as planned, we'll be releasing a little bit of information about that here very soon. But that's going to be super exciting. But first, if it's going to compete in 850 class, it needs to be going a lot faster than it does. We don't need to be struggling to go 850, because if we're going to go out, we're going to go out to win. So we're going to have the Nova, we're going to have the Blue Mule, we're going to have El Toro, and if it's got the Motion badge on it, we want it to win. So we need to add some power to it. What easier way than adding a little bit bigger turbski? So let's head up to Garrett's shop up in Clearwater and get to work on it. What do we got here? Good. Can I show this on camera? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at all that Motion Raceworks part goodness.
So this is my Motion Raceworks catalog car part 3.
This is page 8 through 14.
Yeah.
Put on a dyno last night, didn't you?
Yeah. It made good power. It made just under 1,400 on 20 pounds of boost. And this combo was in the 240. It was on a little bit smaller of an injector, and we were upwards of like 26, 27 pounds with it. So we plan on taking it to 30, 35 pounds. And this combo with the bigger injectors on it, so it should make, you know, 1,550, 1,600 horsepower.
That's gonna fly, dude.
So.
What do you think this thing weighs?
I weighed it. It's 2620 without me in it, so it's 2820 with me in it.
So it's 500 pounds lighter than my Nova and makes the same power.
Yeah.
Jeez. Got them new billet specialties on there.
Yeah, you got the Comp 5, you know, just try to match.
El Toro, yeah, El Toro and the Nova are matching now. Got the stock dash in there, the Motion Raceworks MPI steering wheel.
Yeah, got all the got all the goodies.
Give me a ripper, dude.
You got my got the tuning top with the full send line on
the
there.
Full send line. Now you know every time you load a big one in there.
Before I close it, I see that sticker. I'm like, let me go back.
Let me go back. Up arrow. Yep. Sweet, dude. Doesn't even need a gas pedal. Dude, Dr.TuneEmAll got that thing on point. It starts like a 96 S10 or something,
right?
dude.
I mean, mechanical pump, non-pressurized cell, it
just fires right up.
I didn't have to touch the gas pedal.
That's sick. A little bit bigger. I underestimated how big this turbo
Yeah, I was making the joke about turning it around.
Yeah, you might have
You
to.
might have to.
That's like the same size as Ruby's turbo.
We had one of these on Ruby's.
The exhaust side's not terribly unmanageable. The compressor side's huge, dude.
But you know what they say, big turbo's big power.
Yeah, good point.
Let me just set this up for you real quick. We're gonna need that.
We are gonna need that. You got a cowl wheel? We're definitely gonna need that. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna fit there.
I don't know.
It might sit, like, if we cut that whole fender out, like, it might sit down in there.
It might.
Those are a little bit different size.
They're close to being the same. If you
Should
just
bolt right up.
Go as if they're both turbos. Outside of that, you got two very different units here.
We got our work cut out for us.
Cast wheel, the billet wheel. Small to big.
ball bearing to journal.
Gonna have us a whole new unit on our hands.
Ty's just shaking his head. Is this gonna break this Gen 2?
No, not if you run 3 pounds of boost.
3 pounds.
Should be good.
All right, guys. So old Jimmy's taking off the wastegate, and we're gonna have to trim all of this because it hangs out in the fender quite a bit further.
Just some small trimming.
So we got the cutoff wheel out. Probably load up with some safety glasses, and we'll start
Some
cutting
super
there.
squints.
Some super squints. Which way should I start cutting here?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anyways, good way. First cut, success.
Yeah.
You want a big, large, or extra large hammer to knock that thing out?
We better go XL. Need another cutoff wheel. One more. It's a 3 deal. Yeah.
Just got this little spot down here. The glory cut.
Hope there's no brake lines or anything down there. Guys, I think we can run an MRA this weekend.
I think it's possible.
We're going racing.
You want to run it, Jackstand?
As long as we don't need that inner fender wheel, we're golden. Just put this here overflow on.
Somebody might need that for a restoration project.
Cancer free.
Cancer free. No rust, yeah.
Cuts might not be the shit.
It's gonna fit now, I'm pretty sure, with turbo.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is you can set the travel limiter without getting down on the ground, so that's a plus.
Just have to cut down real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we gotta remount all that stuff, so.
This just seems mighty inconvenient.
It really does. What are we gonna do with that thing?
This?
No, this inner fender piece, so just kind of tap it up there and just make it disappear, or what?
So this?
Dude, that's some
Fact.
Jackstand
That's a-
James metalworking right
That was
there.
a quality metalworking situation right
Factory.
there.
There you go.
Let's bolt the turbs key up.
Let's do it. On
Oh, man.
large unit.
It actually clears.
We might be in business.
Man.
Dude. I think the wastegate's even gonna clear.
I mean, it's clocking more this way.
We can just kind of bend that little lip up or
Oh,
finish
no,
cutting it off.
Because it gets smaller when you clock it in that direction.
Yeah, that'll kind of shoot kind of at an angle probably to hit that pipe. Dude.
I mean,
Doesn't
it
get
is
better
over.
than that.
Well, we can like maybe fiberglass a little bump in the hood
Bump in the hood. That's like a Mustang.
as a like a super bird bump.
Yeah, it might just clearance this edge just to give us the extra bit.
I don't see why not, since we already got it all out.
Sharpie. Leave that bolt in.
I had no desire to run an MRA this weekend until we just did this, and now I'm like, now we got to. It's only
Now you
Wednesday.
got
It's
to.
only Wednesday.
Yeah, it's only Wednesday.
All the time in the world.
Hopefully they got a good cleanup crew for when we drop rods on their track.
Hey, we got a diaper on this unit.
Yeah, we do have a Motion Raceworks diaper.
Get yours, motionraceworks.com.
That might be too long.
Snipper
We
down.
need like a short 90.
Cut it down.
I heard they don't like those flappers that much. All right, so I think what we're doing, we stole this off of one of Ruby's turbos.
Yeah.
Took the tractor flap off. Already got an O2 bung, so that's gonna go like that. Don't have to look pretty, right?
No, we'll just
Function.
maybe like
do something cool.
Yeah.
And then
Part 2.
cold sides.
Then your cold side like lines up.
It's like perfect.
Yeah, just add your flange.
Yeah, so we need like a oil feed fitting, an oil, we got a cook neck, the drain, which is probably pretty easy. The wastegate works as it is.
Yeah, this thing might
Lay some welds down.
Perfect.
Dr.TuneEmAll, tune them up.
We're gonna do something with it.
And then race, Jackstand's gonna race NMRA on Saturday.
Never been a Mustang guy, but here we are.
We're gonna make it do like wheelies and stuff. What's the
Wheelies and stuff. What is it, like 860 or 870, something like that?
Yeah, it went, I thought it went,
I can't remember what it went at though.
79 or 878 or something.
Yeah,
Like
some-
a 5-foot tall Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like the slowest 60 foot it's ever had.
So minus a Christmas tree plus a bigger turbo. Should
Yeah,
go fast.
Good 60 foot.
What classes
Could go
do they have that you can
840s.
race it?
I don't know.
They got like a true street style class.
It's like bracket racing though.
Yeah, but there's a couple other classes. I'll find one tonight. I'll pick one.
Jackstand will call me at like
Why are we in the
11:30. All right, I gotta figure it
The
out.
lanes of the pro mods.
Yeah.
Strategy.
I got a strategy. So I've been thinking all night. Okay, well, we'll come back and weld her tomorrow.
Have her cruising in no time.
Yep.
Be hitting the streets. Sundown tomorrow. Be getting ice cream.
Yeah, guys, we have like a solid hour and a half into this. We got, what did we do?
Was getting it in the
Sawzall,
shop.
cut off wheel, and a hammer. That's all you need for a big turbo.
Pretty much.
6 bolts and we're here.
Yep. And a hammer hitting a screwdriver.
Yeah, a couple times. Little Timmy 2 tapping, and here we are.
We'll get her in the morning. We got to figure out how to put an air filter on it for race week, cause that.
Yeah, we just put a 6-inch hole saw right here. Slide it right into the fender.
One of those square flush fit K&Ns.
Yep.
Through the
You
fender.
know how they had them at Advanced
Oh,
Auto back in the day where you flip the switch and the ping pong ball come up?
Yep.
You just do something like that.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
You never seen that?
Yeah. We're gonna ping pong air filter it. All right, guys, we're back. Day 2 on El Toro. We are just fitting up some pipes. The cold side looks like it's gonna work great. We got a little 45-degree bend that we're gonna put on it, and then lean that back. That way, when the car gets lowered eventually, because it sits really high in the front, we don't run into any piping issues. The wastegate looks like it goes on. We got the oil lines tightened. The turbo flange is tightened. Building a down pipe right now. It's just a big ugly 90 degree. Yeah, because the car's ugly. We should be, you know, only a few hours away from getting it all running and ready to go. And then we'll put it on a dyno and hopefully be on Saturday out at the racetrack with it. All right, guys, getting after it today. We took the old pipe, found another scrap next door for the Performance. Took another scrap, welded that, and then welded to one of our nice new compressor outlet flanges. If you haven't seen these flanges, I'll just hold this right here. The nice thing about them is the groove right here is dovetail. So when you push that O-ring in, it's not coming back out unless you use a pick. There's a little starter spot. You can kind of use a pick to pull the O-ring back out. But we're gonna press that back in there. That way you know it's there. When you put it together, you know it's assembled correctly and it didn't like lose the seal. And then we're gonna put that back on the cold side. We got a surprise for you on the hot side, or on the down pipe. It's a little rowdy, but it'll look good on this old girl.
In there.
Teardrop, man.
It escalated pretty quickly.
That's all we're waiting on, down pipe. There. That turned out nice.
It's pretty pretty.
It's pretty pretty, it says. Oh, yep.
Yeah,
That's nice and obnoxious.
That'll do it. It's the problem, man. You come to the Cletus compound and you start getting stuff shoved through the hood.
You start with something that looks like my Nova and you end up with something that looks like this. Oh, that's cool though. That's going to be obnoxious, but solves the problem because there's basically not enough room to make a 4-inch drop down and fit in between everything that's down there. So pretty much our only option.
Yeah.
And since, you know, that's just kind of the style of the build here. It's not like stuff we normally do,
Anything
but
goes.
it's a lot of fun. So, and it looks nice. Definitely nicer than a MIG weld. Thanks, Ty. It's gonna sound good. So it's a moment of truth here. We're gonna pull the power on, fire it up. Yeah.
It sounds a lot more like what it looks like.
Like it should be, yeah.
Before it was like, sounds like a
It
stock
sounds so
car.
quiet, dude. Yeah. Dr.TuneEmAll is gonna have to come in and work his magic. All right, man. Off to the dyno.
Hell
Thanks,
yeah.
dude. That's badass. Everybody say thanks to Ty. Ty works for Garrett. I stole him. Hopefully Garrett's not mad, but I needed a few minutes of help here, so. Sweet. Guys, tuning day. We're here with Dr. TuneEmAll.
What's happening? Tune them most.
The most. So we're gonna get El Toro pushed over on the chassis dyno. Same dyno we put it on the first time, and see what she'll do. We're actually gonna have to be conservative on the boost controller with this thing because it'll make a lot of
Yeah,
power.
I haven't done a Helltech really.
Okay.
I've looked at this one before.
Yep.
But I was kind of like at home playing, like looking, and I see it's like duty cycle. It's not the same because I'm used to like dome control.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's make this.
Well, I mean, if we turn this turbo up, it'll actually break the motor.
Yeah, is that stock bottom end or
Stock bottom end,
Oh, boy.
Gen 2, so
What are those good for? I don't
like
know.
1,000.
Oh, okay. What did it make before?
840.
So we're gonna go to like 9999. Is what
Yeah,
okay.
maybe 1,000 just to say we did it, and
Okay.
then
That's
maybe
up to
back
you.
it down like 1 degree or something like
yeah,
that.
so we'll just pull some timing out of it just so
Yep.
it's safe, and then get the boost controller situated and go from there.
See where she's at fuel wise. It might be a little unhappy because we got probably some scavenging
Yeah,
from the
idle
O2.
it's probably going to be unhappy. Wide open throttle will probably be okay,
But
but idle purposes it might be upset.
we're really gonna have to do some thinking about this whole turbo if we need to do a built bottom end sleeve block, because sucks to have like 1,300 horsepower capable and not be able to use it.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see what she does.
I'm curious what this does because we got 2 of these on the old work truck I got.
Woo! On a OBS truck,
It's a Cat Eye.
cat eye.
Yeah, 04.
Watch out for that thing full of motion parts.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
it's got a bunch on it.
We're gonna get her pushed over and see what she'll do. Well, we got them in there, folks.
A little bit of vegetable oil and a slight shove. I fit in here.
Need this to be a T-top car. Be a lot easier to get in and out of.
I feel like one of those dudes like on the back of the t-shirt that's like
The rat
the
thing,
shifter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Spicy.
That thing comes in hard.
It don't waste no time.
No.
Even for a big turbo, it's kind of fast.
Yeah, that thing comes in hard.
You'd be able to 60-foot it. So right now they're trying to get it calibrated to take the power that it's making. You kind of have to dial in every car for as far as the load that's on it. If you don't have enough load, it'll go to the moon. If you have too much load, it'll drag the motor down. So there's a little bit of sorcery in making all the dyno stuff set up and working properly on one of these load-bearing hub dynos. But once they get that, we'll be able to start making some pulls. She's spicy. What's that?
Do what I wanted to do.
It's not doing what you wanted to do. So one of the problems, challenges that we might have now is we added a much bigger turbo and we didn't really pay any attention to the wastegate. So without paying attention to the wastegate, we may have too small of a wastegate. We have a single 45mm turbo smart on here. Might not flow enough to keep up with this new turbo. It's kind of going right to 16 pounds. I thought it might keep up, but I also thought, hey, there's a chance it won't. So I don't know. Just got to deal with what we got, see what type of power it makes on 16 pounds, and go from there. But I guess at least we can get it tuned up, and then we can always fix the wastegate situation later. So we'll see what it does on the next pull. try and do what we can with it for the day, and then we'll
Now I have a log and I'll see what it's doing.
Yep. All right, so my suspicions were correct. The wastegate's too small. With the new turbo, it's just moving a lot more air. So basically the wastegate is not able to get the excess exhaust out fast enough to limit the boost down to, I think we're just out in gate right now, so we're trying to target like 7 pounds. So there's too much exhaust coming too fast and it's not able to. It was fine on the 7675, but the 82 millimeter turbo is just moving a ton of air. So we're just gonna tune it since it's already on here to the whatever it goes to, like 16 pounds automatically, and just see what we can do with that, get the fuel right. Then we can add wastegates later, and then we can just take it to the track from there. So we should be able to get pretty good reading on power and stuff like that. It won't actually affect any of that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to race it this weekend, because leaving on 16 pounds just doesn't really seem possible, but we'll see. That was only 7. It did? It said overboost.
Alright, let me look at the log.
Danger manifold pressure. What's going on with the fueling?
The fueling's good. I could probably trim a little bit out of it. I had cleaned the map up and added fueling up top because I knew it was going to move more air.
Yep.
So right now, that pole was 7750, 26-ish pounds. It was 0.72 lambda, so right around 11.0-ish.
Nice.
So we can clean it up a little bit.
That's
I
good.
think timing
Old
was
Haltech's
fairly
doing his
soft on
job.
there. Yeah, it said overboost. Help me.
Overboost. All right, what'd you do?
A little bit more timing. I left the fueling alone, but I put 2 degrees in it, so we'll see what it makes now.
Cool. Well, the dyno says it made 785, but the RPM was off, so if the RPM's off, the power's going to be off, the horsepower's going to be off. But it's pissed off and it's happy. It's pissed off power-wise, but it's happy with like the fueling and stuff like that, so we'll keep going up on it. We think maybe we got the RPM fixed now, so if we did, we'll take another pass and do that. So we're not going to get like a good horsepower measurement today. The real numbers are going to show in the track times. So as long as we can get it to go down the track, we'll get a good mile an hour and we'll understand how much it picked up. A lot of times with dynos, that's what happens. You just, you know, sometimes the software is not right, or sometimes it doesn't pick up the RPM correctly, but that's no big deal. We'll get it all tuned up, and that's the main purpose of what we're here for today. If I want to make 4-digit power, we can do it whenever, but we're making progress, so that's the main thing. It seems happy with the new motor, or with the new turbo on the motor, and obviously we can't push this thing to its absolute limits of the turbo, which is a little disappointing, but you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the motor happy, because these Coyotes are not like a 5.3 LS. They're not cheap, and I don't really like changing short blocks or long blocks. So this is not an exact science, but it said 82, 827, 90, and it was actually almost 8,000 RPM in the car.
Like, yeah, 779, 80
yeah,
when I lifted.
And it says 6978. Some simple uncalculated math. It's probably in the 1,000 horsepower range.
It's up there.
It's
at least 900 right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was 26 pounds. So the 28 pound, well, we're making more power now. I put the timing in, it clearly likes it.
Yeah,
so
it picked up quite a bit.
Well, probably leave it there for now.
Yep.
So you can get another gate on it, and we can actually control the boost.
Yeah.
And then pick at it from there.
I don't think we'll be able to race it this weekend. I don't think you can leave on 16 pounds of boost, but
yeah, I don't know what it'll build on the brake. We haven't tested
I guess we could try leaving.
We could try it.
We could try like putting the brake at like 2,500 RPM or something like that. Yeah. and then just let it ramp in. Just
But what's
kinda
is it gonna keep climbing? That's the thing. We don't know what it's gonna do.
going down the track. Yeah, 2 gears
Well,
worth
yeah,
of. Woo!
yeah.
Yeah, we
Might
probably
not
should
be
put another gate on it.
Does it have a motion engine diaper on it?
It does have a motion engine diaper on it, but I don't have a motion Coyote long block, so another one anyways.
We just leave it alone for
I think we
now.
probably should just leave it.
Just
And
simmer
you know-
it down a little bit.
as much as I love dynos, I like to just tune them on a track.
Me too. I like to go to the dyno and like line out issues. Like we know the fueling is good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we can go
Yep.
from here.
We can feel
knowing
confident.
Everything. Yeah. The other thing too is like if we now know we have a wastegate issue. You're at the track chasing yourself. I was chasing myself in here. Like, all right, am I just stupid or what? Like,
Yep. Jackstand would be liable to flip it completely over
yeah,
with that
would be on
wastegate
its roof
issue.
if he drove
Yeah.
it.
All right, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and unload it from the dyno. I need to probably put 2 wastegates on it. What I'll do is I'll get rid of the wastegate that comes off of the merge. I'll cap that, and then I'll put a wastegate off of each
Crossover too.
each side of the crossover,
Yeah.
and that'll control it really well. And then once we can do that, we can race it. Probably be a waste of time going out at a big event like NMRA and getting 1 or 2 passes in and standing in the heat all day, knowing that it's going to be unraceable.
That's a busy event too.
Yeah.
It would be.
Anyways, Dr.TuneEmAll, Dr. TuneEmMost, thanks, man.
We're getting there, dude. We're tuning them all these days.
You really are. You expanded into Haltech today. And
Altec, AEM, Mega Squirt, not a fan. Mopar PCMs, also not a fan.
GM, Holly, all of it. All right, guys, we're gonna call that a day. The horsepower rating might be off, it might not. I'm no expert on dynos, but it's definitely gonna be a more powerful combination. So we'll get that other wastegate on there, and we'll get back on it just as soon as possible. Hopefully the next week or so, and then maybe get it out and do some shakedowns, some test days or something like that, see what we can get it to. Because basically our goal with that car is to get it to be like a 8.0 790 car. That way when we're on race week, we can just turn it down and go 850. In the mountains, you need a little bit more power, so keep in mind when you go up in that elevation, cars slow down a little bit. So we need it to be like 0.2 faster. That way we can consistently go 850 every pass. So you need a little bit more on tap than the 850, and that's why we did the turbo in general. Plus, it's always fun to add a little bit more horsepower. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We will see you guys next time.